What if you could make one decision to unleash everything great in your life? Would you do it? Would you say yes? Aren't you tired of your relationships, your health, and so much more suffering because you lack the truth you need to change? The life you desire is within your reach. You can achieve all the success, happiness, and prosperity you deserve by simply learning the secrets that lead to real personal transformation. Change is hard, but not impossible. You just have to make one radical decision to get real. And there's no better authority on the real steps to change than David G. Evans.
Some men trust in chariots. Some men trust in horses. But we will trust in the Lord.
David G. Evans is leading the charge to bring you the power to change your life. He is committed to the mission of helping you transform and become a person of power, and it starts with his all-new system to change your situation. At the centerpiece of this life-altering collection is David Evans' groundbreaking training course. From ridiculous to radical to real, this means war. In this series, you will discover the steps to change. This series includes 2 powerful messages, each on winning the battle in your mind and cultivating a language of faith. That's 4 messages, 4 power-filled hours of material. If you want a better marriage, this series has the answers. If you want to achieve financial independence God's way, the secrets in this series will empower you to make it happen. If you want a life of power, anointing, and influence, this series will show you how to get it, and there's more. You're looking for serious, immediate results. So Bishop Evans will also include one of his best-selling messages called Weapon of Warfare. This classic teaching will build you up to start fighting in the spirit for what you deserve. This powerhouse collection, from ridiculous to radical to real, and Weapon of Warfare, will give you all the biblical strategies you need to change anything in your life. This collection will ship to you immediately with your gift today to David G. Evans Ministries. This ministry is revolutionizing the kingdom by empowering believers. Souls are being saved daily, and we need your help to grow this impact in a real way. Call now and sow your seed of just $35 for your transformation to help people around the world. Your $35 love gift goes straight to the front lines of ministry, providing help to those that need it most. Call now. Make the decision to get the power you need to change your life forever.
At Bethany Church, we're excited to announce the launch of our new website, designed with you in mind. We understand that tithing and managing your giving can be a hassle, but our new website makes it easier than ever. Our website is mobile-friendly, making it easy for you to give on the go or during service, whether you are using your computer or mobile phone. Our website is fully responsive, ensuring a seamless user experience. You can easily give your tithes and offerings with just a few clicks, either as a one-time donation or set up a recurring donation. Recurring donations make it convenient for you to give regularly, so you never have to worry about forgetting. Make sure to include your envelope number when using the Givelify app. Our website offers added security with a login feature, ensuring that your information is kept confidential. You can access your giving history at any time and keep track of your contributions throughout the year, or utilize our convenient text-to-give options to text your tithes on the go. At Bethany Church, we believe that giving is an act of worship, and our new website makes it more accessible than ever before. Visit gotobethany.com today and discover the power of giving with our new giving website. Thank you for your generosity.
Position yourself to receive from God with Bishop David G. Evans teaching When Men Pray.
Have there been times when you have asked someone to pray for you and the prayer has not been answered? Because instead of praying for yourself, you waited until someone else that you thought had more power would pray for you. Prayer is something that you resort to immediately and not as a last resort. You need to learn how to pray preemptively. You need how to pray ahead of time. Don't always be praying in response. Pray proactively. Pray before it happens. Lord, cover my child. Lord, bless my day.
Develop your relationship with God with this dynamic teaching on CD or DVD when you write to us. Visit our website or call 1-800-591-8480.
Think it through. Not one bit.
Praise the Lord, everybody. Welcome to On Point, the number one Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on any smart device worldwide. You can see us live every Saturday morning. We would love for you not only to invite someone to join us, but I want to thank you again for joining us, as you always do. It's a pleasure for us to be with you today as we talk about those things that are really relevant to your life, but always from a kingdom, a biblical perspective. So we talk about politics and sports and major cultural and political events, national events, regional, local, those things that are important to you where you are, but also, you know, how things in the nation and the world impact our lives. And we always want to bring the biblical perspective so that the people who love God can see things from a kingdom point of view. Very important that we do that, that we apply the wisdom of God to the life that we're living right now. And you'll find yourself not nearly as stressed and tensed if you will check out what the Lord is saying about where we are, who we are, what we're doing, and what his outcome is, even in the midst of things seeming so confusing. God has a word for us in his word, wisdom for us to help us understand the times and know exactly how to respond to that time. You can give us a call today, 866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. That's 866-74-EVANS. We'd love to talk to you. Now I need you to invite your followers and those that are on your platform to tune in to On Point right now. We'll be here from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And we want you to call and be very active today on the phone as we discuss a variety of topics. We're going to try to hit some of the major ones, though. We know there are some political things happening. We know there's some social things happening. We know there was an assertion this week regarding the impact of slavery on individuals who were enslaved.
Yeah.
Too egregious to ignore.
Yeah.
So we want you to get involved in this conversation. 866-743-8267, 866-74-EVANS. Give us a call. Pastor Nick is with us once again. Hey, man.
Hey. Morning.
Did you recover from your trip down south yet?
I am still honestly recovering. The day we were leaving,
Yeah.
I felt that thing switch.
Yeah.
That relaxation switch.
Yeah.
And I was like, can we stay one more day? I was like, we got to come back home.
Oh, isn't that crazy how that happens?
Yeah, I can see why certain people take long vacations.
At least, look, the
I
CEO
can
of
see.
Tasty Cake told me, I was in his office, this is one of our contracts, and he started talking to me about time. And he said, 10 to 15 days is what you need.
Yeah.
He said, because you don't start to relax internally until about 7 or 8 days.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, and that was a time when Power of God would end, and I would go 10 days or 2 weeks.
Yep.
And it was the first time that I was away, And I called my mom on the phone. I said, you know, I got this thing happening inside of me. What is it?
Yeah.
She said, it's a stress reliever.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
But then when we come back from a trip,
Yeah, man.
just preaching, be gone 2-3 days, the staff would notice I'd get real quiet. About an hour out of Philadelphia.
Yep.
And stay quiet. You know.
That thing. I tried to explain it to a non-preacher, and they didn't get it. Like, you have to be in it to understand. Well, any corporate executive that it feels like a knot unravels.
And then it
Then
comes
it comes
back.
right back.
It comes
again.
back.
It just.
I was on a plane coming from somewhere on vacation. I think probably was the Caymans. And I felt my internal organs just start to do like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Yeah. Your smile is different.
Yeah, man.
You're walking around just. Oh, that's what it feels like. Just.
Yeah, I sleep so long when I'm on vacation
Yeah.
that when I finally get up around the 4th or 5th day and put my feet on the floor, I'm like, is that how that's supposed to feel?
Right. Yeah. They're not all heavy.
No, man.
They talk about me. When we're on vacation, I'm asleep by like 9. I never fall asleep that early.
Yeah.
9, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm out. Y'all still do what y'all want to.
If I don't get 16 hours a
I'm
day,
out.
if I don't get 16 a day, I haven't slept.
Yep.
And then if I'm awake, I haven't left the bed.
Right. Just laying.
Room service is a wonderful thing.
I know that's right.
So we got a lot of stuff
Anyway,
going on.
Sorry, yo. Yeah.
Clarence Thomas's aides received money?
Yeah. Yeah. One of his aides got some money from. They cloaked it as some Christmas party event.
Oh, you can't do that.
And they went somewhere around. One of the lawyers was representing the company needed Supreme Court to move in their favor, and the aide got some money from this particular person.
So the aide could talk to Judge Thomas about it.
Yeah.
And let him know the remuneration had been received.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And of course, it worked out in their favor too. Of course.
Of course.
But I didn't know it till you.
Pure coincidence.
Pure coincidence.
Yes.
I didn't know it till you said it that they don't have a code of ethics.
No.
Which
Everybody else does.
Yeah. Right.
And they enforce everybody else's. But they can do what they want to do.
The court that determines major things for the country
has none itself. It's like a pastor that doesn't tithe.
Yeah, it's true.
An officer in a church that doesn't tithe. The head of an organization that doesn't tithe.
Yeah.
Like trustees that don't eat.
Yeah. You're leading something, but
you're not participating in it at all.
No. Which makes you wonder how many court cases.
Yeah.
They.
Oh yeah. Well,
went in favor.
obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously, there are people on the court, and Alito is the head guy, right?
Roberts is.
Roberts is the head guy. So Roberts is the head guy. So that means he is aware of a lot of things, and he's turning his face away from a lot of things.
Because I think his wife was the one that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
they're all benefiting from
all
the
benefiting
position.
from it. Yeah. Because now the reports hasn't been confirmed that the affirmative action decision. Somebody was funneling some money to get this thing to go in a certain direction.
I'm so sure it was. Could have just been a bunch of wealthy folk that are in the habit of influencing the court.
Yes.
But the Supreme Court, ideally, is supposed to be above any external influence, so that they are the true epitome of blind justice.
Yes.
But we see now that justice is
it's
peeking
like-
from under the blindfold.
Yeah.
Come on,
Them scales
man.
are not balanced.
No, man, they're not balanced at all. So Florida, once again, has this real innovative kind of unique idea that Florida's new teaching standards will now teach that black people benefited from slavery.
Yes.
Now, does it make a sense that, what's that guy's name? The governor.
DeSantis.
You know, he was a history major at Harvard.
Okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
He was a history major, an American history major at Harvard.
Yeah. I did not know that.
Okay.
The way they're cloaking it
It can't be
is-
cloaked.
They learned how to be blacksmiths. They learned how to be shoemakers. They learned all these skills. So after slavery was over,
They couldn't get a job.
right? Thank you, thank you, thank you,
Okay.
thank you.
So that is a problem today for young people going to college for 4 years and coming out and finding that the degrees are worthless.
Yep.
So that was not the benefit to them. But you can't tell me getting beat to do your job and being half fed and killed early is a benefit.
Right.
But they want to teach that it was.
Yes.
My, oh
A
my.
part of that whole get the woke stuff out of the curriculum.
So the judge dismisses the Tulsa race massacre lawsuit brought by the remaining survivors?
There are 2 or 3 left.
And he's saying, no, it didn't happen?
They're saying that they're looking for restitution.
Right.
And they're saying, no, we're not going to give it to you because it was a long time ago. And,
Okay.
But I mean, these people are 100, I think like one lady's like 100 years old, another was 103.
Okay.
Still living from a massacre.
Yeah.
But I did not know this till this year.
Okay.
People talk about reparations, right?
Right.
Somebody did a list of all the reparations that America has given to people.
Oh my.
Of course, the natives got reparations, right?
Oh my. Yes.
Slave owners, we know, got reparations after slavery was abolished.
Oh my.
So that they can
Yeah.
be compensated
Yeah.
for their losses.
Yes. The loss of property.
Loss of property, excuse me.
Yes.
Yes, their loss of property.
People property.
People property
Yeah.
that helped them make an income.
Yeah.
Most recently, in the second Bush, they gave a tax break to Holocaust survivors to the tune of over $30 million. Now, I'm not saying that they shouldn't have gotten some benefits. Now, the Holocaust, horrible thing that happened,
Absolutely.
did not happen in America.
Right.
African Americans, slaves, have our own Holocaust here in America
Right.
to a certain degree.
Right.
But then they tell us they have no money for us.
Wow. But that's consistent with American politics. You can rebuild an entire city overseas, but you can't repair cities here at home.
Yeah. And those Jewish survivors, they live in America, but y'all gave them tax breaks
Yeah.
in 2003 or 2004.
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
Okay.
And the American taxpayers help foot the bill to help these people, which I don't mind.
Right.
But when it comes to us, you have no money for us.
Well, the reparation is, what is it I've been saying for years? Who determines what?
Yep.
We've got 3 lines open. Willie from Lakewood, Florida. We've got Jamil from Sicklerville. We've got Tom from Fort Lauderdale. Let's go to Willie from Lakewood. Good morning, Willie. How you doing?
Morning.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, man. Thank you for calling On Point.
Hey.
Yeah, I said I might as well call in and say hi to Bishop and Pastor Nick, since I've been down here in Florida ever since January.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
How you like it down there?
It's good. It's good. I'm just into the heat, and everything in the rainy season. But otherwise, it's good.
So the political climate doesn't trouble you at all?
You know what? I'm 71 years old, man. I'm trusting in the Lord. He giving me. He wakes me up every day and he puts me to sleep. So all this political stuff, it ain't even phasing me, because I gotta live for me. Yeah.
That's interesting philosophy, Willie.
Regardless of what's going on, if the Lord wake me up in the morning, I'm good.
But I think part of knowing you like I do, part of your heart is, I said, knowing you like I do, your heart does not allow you not to be concerned about other people, Willie.
Right. Yeah, I'll be concerned about other people, but politics and all this government and stuff, what they's going through and trying to do this, I don't let that faze me. I don't get into the debate and stuff. But like I said, God wake me up, He direct me what He want me to do. As far as taking care of other people, myself, my family, and serving Him.
So you're kind of personally unaffected by what's going on, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. How's everybody else doing?
Everybody else is fine.
Yeah.
It's real fine. I'm adjusting, like I said, I'm adjusting to the heat now.
Mm-hmm.
And the rainy season, sometimes it be raining like it is a hurricane, But it's been nice though.
Now Lakewood, that's near. I think Mark's church is in Lakewood.
That's like we like 10 to 15 minutes outside of West Palm Beach.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's good to hear from you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I miss the family,
Yeah.
But it's nothing but a phone call away, and stuff like that. So. Yeah.
Well, good to hear from you, man.
Who am I talking to?
You don't know my voice, man?
I'm having some little.
That's because you got your device sound turned up.
Yeah.
That's why you're getting the feedback. This is Bishop.
Now can you hear me?
This is Bishop.
Hey. Yeah. So it's good. It's good down here.
All right, man. Good talking to you now. Stay strong.
All right.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye. 866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. Let's go to Jamil. Hey, Jamil, how you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing, Bishop?
I'm all right.
Good morning to you guys.
Thanks for calling us this morning.
No problem. I just wanted to throw some little information out there for you about your track team, Bishop.
Good.
We had 6 kids go to regionals. 4 of them qualify for nationals, and we leave for Oregon next week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you all going to be competing in the University of Oregon Stadium?
Yes, we are.
That's a beautiful place, man.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to try and do a little college visit for my middle school / high school kids that'll be out there.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I don't know if we know anyone at Oregon now or not. I think we know some alumni, though. Didn't the girl from Summerdale go there? Family with members of the church for years. She runs like she's mad when she's running.
I'm not sure. It's not clicking right now.
Female, 100 meters. Oh, I cannot believe that I can't call her name. I'll do a little research, man. If we know anybody that's graduated from there, and I think we do, maybe they can give us some insight or, give you some who to talk to when you get there.
That's cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes,
so we qualified for nationals. That's wonderful, man.
Yep, and one of your favorite events, my oldest son is in. He's
a
got
hurdler?
the 400 hurdles and the 110.
Wonderful, man. Wonderful. Great report, man. That encourages us. It's tell the family I said hey.
Yeah.
I will. I definitely will.
And congratulations, Coach.
Yes, right. Right.
Thank you.
All right, man. Talk to you soon.
All right, I see you.
Bye-bye.
Track, did you see, you've been watching the races?
Oh, yeah, of course.
What's her name? Shakari?
Shakari, she's running.
She's running.
She's running.
She's doing good.
She's running.
She got the Jamaican girl just by the skin of her teeth.
Barely.
Just right there. Just.
They're going to come after her now.
Oh, yeah. But that one girl, the light-skinned girl that runs the 400, McLaughlin.
Oh, yeah. She's bad. She's bad girl.
She's bad girl. It looks so easy for her. I know it's not easy, but it looks easy.
She's a machine.
Yeah.
She's a machine.
They showed her racing. She was just
calm. Her and the girl from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Both of them just running their heads off.
Yeah.
And she's with Bobby Kersey.
Okay.
So she's gotten even better.
Yeah. Oh, because the Olympics are next year. Is it next year?
So is it Paris?
Paris next year.
Yeah. It's on my list, but I don't know if I want to go to Paris, man. Terrorists.
With all that stuff going on.
They like to mess with Paris, man.
Yeah.
But I would sure like to go.
Yeah. I know. Unless you zip in the quiet and zip out. And
well, I don't know how you zip in there.
Right.
That would be just wonderful.
Well, some people say from London. I heard you go to London, take the train to Paris, and then just leave and come.
Yeah, but London ain't safe either.
Yeah, that's true.
Lord have mercy. Let's go to. Let's see what we got. We got Tom from Fort Lauderdale. Good morning, Tom. How you doing?
Hey, Tom.
Good morning, Bishop. How you doing, Pastor Nick?
Hey, man.
You
What's going
know,
on?
Bishop, you used the word this morning. I was thinking of egregious.
Yeah.
Can I read something real quick?
Go ahead.
The intent of this particular benchmark clarification is to show that some slaves developed highly specialized trades from which they benefited.
So
Then it
that's
has examples
so,
of
so
13 particular individuals. Only thing is CNN looked these individuals up, 6 which were not slaves.
I don't get it. Is it what is it about Florida, and it's not limited to Florida,
No.
that wants to admit the history of every other ethnicity that makes up this country, but does not want to admit, as it relates to African Americans, what happened to us?
I think more so than anything is our governor is taking it to 2 new levels.
But also the assertion, the intentional agenda to eliminate this part of our history just validates how much of a stain it is on our country.
Yep.
Yep.
They would not have to, if it wasn't the worst ethnic thing they'd ever done in their eyes, there would be no reason to try to write it out of the books.
Yep.
They're leaving the Native American history in. They're leaving the Irish American, Italian American. They're leaving all that in, and not trying to erase the things that were fruit of those ethnicities that are still in America. But when it comes to African American, it's got to be because it's the worst stain on our nation.
Yep.
It's got to be.
By far.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
gotta
the thing
be.
is, we don't want our kids feeling uncomfortable, but you want our kids feeling uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, well, it doesn't. Well,
And yeah.
it's in the reparations box.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Yep, that's true.
He also said something about Kamala Harris last night.
What do you
He
have to say?
said
What?
her mother was Indian and her father was from a mixed origin, and they probably owned slaves, so she basically had nothing to say about it.
Her family's from like Canada or something. Ain't
Her father's Jamaican.
Jamaica, yeah.
Yeah, but the point being, for him, this guy is saying ludicrous things about people.
But part of this responsibility lies with the residents of Florida. He's been allowed to say and do whatever he wants to do, and little or no from the outside, little or no pushback from any major group of people in Florida. Now, is that a misperception or is that real?
Misperception. I think 6 months ago, you are absolutely correct. Over the last several weeks, it's uproar. Local news down here is going crazy about the things he's doing, flipping every week. It's like he's looking to start a fight weekly. He's just doing ridiculous things.
But Tom,
Now,
you're proving my point, Tom. You're proving my point.
Yeah.
How long has he been in office?
This would be his second term, second year.
All right, so he's been in office 6 years.
Yeah.
6 years, the last 6 months has been when you've heard the most outcry. But he's been ridiculous for 6 years.
I would say the first 4, he was kind of quiet.
He's
he's
not as bad as he is now.
He's not as bad as he is now, but he was bad.
Signs.
But he was
showed
bad.
signs, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll put it this way. He was, once he won that re-election by that landslide, he's been off his rocker.
Okay. So
you know.
so he's been off his rocker for 2 years.
He's gotten worse.
Totally.
Instead of he was bad, but he's gotten worse. So, but that doesn't discount.
That doesn't discount the bad part.
Yeah.
He's just not as bad as he used to be, so that makes him good.
Chris Christie said something about him I like.
What'd he say?
Chris said he's a big government Republican who acts like a Democrat who wants to control everything. And Christie's going after him now too, which I like.
But you know what? If they could say that about Democrats before, that has to switch to Republicans now. They want to control everything.
That's what Christie said. He goes, he's acting like what we don't supposedly like, a big government Democrat who controls the world. And it's like, wow, it's an interesting look.
They seem to like that authoritarian thing. Trump, that crowd Trump, DeSantis, it's okay for them to do it, but nobody else.
Trump, I think, models himself after the guy from South Korea.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really do. I think he admires the way he rules. Him and Putin.
Yep.
He likes that absolute power, ruling absolutely,
Yep.
absolutely corrupt thing. He likes that.
Yep.
I saw a documentary on South Korea the other day, and I was woefully ignorant. There's only 6 haircuts they can wear. The women can only style their hair in about 4 or 5 different styles. Period.
Jeez.
I mean,
That's insanity.
it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And they have to clap certain ways. They have to doing birthdays of the leaders. They have to come out publicly on the death of that guy's father and grandfather. Everybody has to come out and cry.
Well, and watch this. You have to have pictures of the past and present leader in your home.
Yeah.
And those pictures have to be maintained, not dusty, nothing like that. And occasionally they have inspections to see how you're taking care of the pictures in the homes.
That's psychotic. I'm sorry. It's just
It's what they do. Hardly anything amazes me anymore. I was sitting there absolutely amazed at the extensive nature, how people are being executed or imprisoned for long terms for things we would call misdemeanors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I
believe those things, yeah.
It's amazing. But the haircut thing,
That's
and the leader doesn't have to wear the haircut,
okay.
just the people.
That's
Real
crazy.
quick on that.
And the leader wears a fade.
Yeah,
He wears fade. Yeah, Kim wears a fade. But everybody else can wear fades. Amazing.
That is interesting.
I was absolutely amazed. What else going on, Tom? We got to move on a second. What's going on?
Track. Them girls are killing.
Yeah,
I'm glad to see Sha'Carri Richards back.
Yeah. She running. I'm glad she has her track life together.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I
but,
think she believes the rest behind her now.
But there's going to be. Trust me when I tell you, the Jamaican girls are coming after her.
Oh, you can bet on that.
Trust me when I tell you. And Sharika beat her in the 200. Kind of just walked away from her, but the 100, she nosed her.
Yeah.
But Sharika is more of a 200, 400 girl.
Yeah.
But you watch what happens now. I hope she does well.
I hope so too.
I don't like her a bit, but I hope she does well.
I hope so too.
That wouldn't stop me from hoping she does a good job.
Yeah.
Tom, good talking to you, man.
Take care.
Stay cool. Bye-bye.
Alrighty.
We got 866-743-8267. You'll never guess, Pastor Nick, who's on the phone.
It's been a while.
It's Robin from Bear, Delaware. I can't believe it.
She's graced us with her presence.
Rob, how you doing?
Good morning, Bishop and Pastor Nick. I was already laughing. I said, they're going to make me laugh. They're going to make me laugh.
Oh, my goodness.
How have you been? I was telling Crystal, I tried to call in like 3 weeks ago. It was so many callers calling in.
Yeah.
Then this morning I said, I'm sorry, but this all circus is busy. So I just kept calling. But
I'm glad you did. Good.
Yeah, and good to see you, Pastor Nick. I'm glad
too.
you had a good vacation and got some rest. But I just have one thing. I need you and Pastor Nick to help me on the spiritual side.
Okay.
Now, I had to write this down because y'all know my mouth moves faster than my brain sometimes.
No.
Right.
All right, Pastor. And Reverend Rich, if he's watching or listening, Reverend White, you did an awesome job.
Yes,
when
he
you was
did.
there
Yes, he
for,
did.
Pastor
Yes, he
Nick.
did.
Yes,
Yes, he did.
especially when you was messing with Bishop about his age. Bishop said he's going to get you. Okay, now, on the spiritual side, I had to write this down. Now, my question is, understanding what's going on in this world right now. Okay, Jehovah Witness, some members been molesting kids, with the Supreme Court regarding affirmative action turnover, more hate, politics just crazy, the weather, gun violence, no love, and churches being attacked more. The one in at Mount Zion Baptist, Pleasantville, New Jersey, twice. So help me understand on the spiritual side what's going on. How do we get here? I was born in 1961. It's gotten worse. I've never thought I would see the world like this. I'm concerned about my grandchildren, what it would be like when they're older.
Well, it's really a simple explanation, Robin. It's tragic, but it's simple. What we are seeing is a loss of care, compassion, and love for one another. That's at the root of this thing. The Bible lets us know in the book of 1 John that the problem for us now is that, number one, this hasn't suddenly happened. This has accumulated over time. But what we're actually seeing is the manifestation of a lack of love for one another. If you think about it, Robin, the number one concern of a lot of people is, as long as it doesn't affect me, it's okay. As long as it doesn't knock on my door, it's okay. So that's indicative of a lack of love and concern for people in general. People have gotten so myopic in the way they look at things that now, if it doesn't land on my porch, it's not my business what happens to other people. And so this has produced an insensitivity, a lack of actual compassion. It's produced a transactional community rather than a relational community. It's actually an eros love. See what I can get from you without it costing me a thing. We're looking at a lack of humanity. That's at the basis of all this. No God, no God, and a lack of humanity is the root of everything you mentioned.
It's really sad, Bishop. But I was like, it just came in my spirit, and I wrote it down. I said, because I just see so much more and more, it's like every day, the gun violence. I mean, the 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, the weather, the climate change, the animals just coming up from everywhere. It's just, just the world's just totally different, when I was growing up.
The Bible says that creation, or the earth, is waiting for the people of God to become a reality in what they do, how we impact the world. The whole earth groaneth, waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God. So this, the condition of the world is not our total responsibility, but we have the ability to contribute to the positive outcomes down here. But even now, if you look at everything on the earth, in general, politics, decisions, the Bible says the love of money, not money, but the love of money is the root of all evil. And you can kind of trace back to financial gain or loss, a lot of the things that are happening. Now, if we talked about the Supreme Court, decisions and the love of money are now in the same cup. And it's gotten to a point, Robin, where, like with the Supreme Court, they've got rules for everybody else but don't have them for themselves. That's an amazing dynamic. Coming from a group of people who get to tell the nation exactly what they can do legally or not. That's amazing. So
and then with
no
the churches getting attacked, that really hurt me when I saw it on the news. Like,
I didn't see about Mount Pleasant. What happened?
That was we talked about it back in June.
Okay.
The church somebody had a bike and was throwing rocks through the windows and busting the doors out.
Really?
And it happened twice. Yeah.
It's just sad, but that's all I had. But Bishop, I want to say happy 33 years.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Being a pastor. I thought you was only like 60.
No, girl.
No, girl. But I want to thank you. I thank God for you, because I want to say this to all my Bethany family that's listening. Because of your teachings and those that know me, those that I know, I feel the love from y'all. And I say this to my Bethany family. Bethany Baptist Church, when you walk in, you feel that love.
Absolutely.
It's the spirit. And I just want to say to everyone, I love you. I love you. I love you. So y'all have a good day.
God
Be
bless
safe
you.
out there. And
Thank you, Robin. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
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 So, I never heard anything about the Mount Pleasant Church.
Yeah. We talked about it like briefly. It was quick.
And where's the church located?
In Pleasantville.
Okay.
And because something happened with another church around the same time, we kind of talked about all of it together.
Wait a minute. Mount Pleasant.
Yes, Mount Pleasant.
Isn't that
Mount Zion Baptist Church?
Mount Zion. That's where my buddy used to.
Who's the pastor there? Hold on.
Mount Zion.
Come on.
Because
This is Willie Francois' church.
yeah, that's where my buddy used to be the pastor there.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he was the one responsible for what Francois inherited.
Okay.
When he came in.
Okay.
Why can't I think of my name?
Let me see if they have a.
He preached for us during communion. Doing 7 last words.
Oh, the one last year?
Yes.
Oh, I've been doing in Burlington.
Yes. I can't believe I can't remember my friend's name. Okay.
It's early, y'all. Just
Oh. This is embarrassing.
I know.
Okay. So yes, very prominent church.
Yeah. I can see his face right now. It's just right there.
It'll come to me.
Yeah.
We've been friends too long for me to permanently forget his name.
Right.
So, wow. So they were vandalized twice.
Yeah, vandalized twice, yeah. Yeah. And probably because Francois is more social justice side.
Okay.
And he talks a lot about that.
Okay.
He's connected with like that Corinthian church in New York, those kind of,
Yeah, well. Can't silence the voice.
Yep.
So I see that I left my heart in San Francisco. Guy went on to be with the Lord. Tony Bennett dies at 96.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
So let's talk about this for a minute. What do you think is going to happen? I feel as though the whole affirmative action argument and decisions are part of a cascading flow of decisions that are going to come down.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel as though that this affirmative action mindset as it relates to education, which is foundational for people, we're going to start seeing more of it in the corporate side. Unfortunately, in churches, because once again, the affirmative action denial is purposely deciding to do nothing about a problem that obviously exists.
Yep.
The need for affirmative action is being ignored. I think there are, and having cut my teeth in a lot of industries that minorities were not represented, females and minorities were not represented in any number. Those numbers were not unintentional when I was involved. And, when I was involved at the state level here, saw the inequities from the state level, I brought it up. I pushed for it. I advocated. It made people uncomfortable. But what I had injected myself into, Pastor Nick, was a well-oiled machine of discrimination. And when I stepped into it, I did it in a way where it was hard for it to be denied, because I actually taught people how to form their arguments. You just can't go into a meeting full of your emotion.
Right.
You got to take your ammunition with you.
Yeah.
So there are people that I know right now that are still working for the state because we advocated for them to get these jobs. But it was institutional.
Yep.
And when conditions are institutional, and you have legislations like the ones that we are hearing about now, you're restoring historic negative institutional frameworks. You're putting them back in place. But you taught me years ago, and it's a lesson I'll never forget. If I'm in charge and you tell me I have to start treating people equal, it feels like oppression to me.
Yep. It feels like the spoiled child finally has to share.
Yeah.
That's what it really is. It's childish.
Yeah.
And this rot of racism and sexism, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's still embedded in our history. Good.
No, and I'm wondering why ladies, females, have not reacted more strongly to this affirmative action thing, because they're included in that.
They benefit white women benefited the most
From affirmative action.
Not minorities.
No.
Color.
Yeah.
White women.
Yes. I wonder why they haven't reacted more passionately to this legislation.
They're what they call, especially that side, single issue voter.
Okay.
As long as you're taking care of these two things, we'll let you get away with the rest of this stuff.
Yeah, but they're not going to like affirmative action. That's there are a lot of ladies in top corporate positions, not just like minorities, not just because they were qualified, but because affirmative action helped them.
Yep, absolutely.
In that journey.
Yeah, but you know what? Going back, this is Susan B. Anthony called a spade a spade.
Okay.
Did women's rights,
right?
But that whole crew, their thing was, we want the right for white women to vote first.
Right.
And then when Sojourner Truth and all them that was with that group, and they discovered that first it was, let's all do this together as women.
Yeah.
And then they realized that
there was a dividing line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're seeing it again, not realizing that they're hurting themselves by not pulling all women in of all colors. You know.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the traditionally groups that protest, traditional group that protests. I'm waiting to see how my Jewish friends, my Asian friends, how they're going to suddenly get a wake up call and say, okay, this affirmative action or loss of it is going to impact us also. Because it really does give an organization, if they desire to cherry pick who they want. And I just saw a couple universities decided that legacy admissions to the universities is now eliminated.
I read that, but then I wonder, you know how these people are. How true is it going to be? Well, or are they going to find another way to do it?
Well, here's the thing. You won't get in because your dad went here, but you will get in because you gave us $2 million.
That's what I was about to say.
Okay,
they're going to find a way to.
Let's be straight about this.
Navigate it.
Yeah.
How? Because, like you said, we've seen a lot of what we thought was front stuff, but behind the scenes was totally different.
Well, in a lot of our major universities, Harvard, Yale, those places, supposedly, reportedly, that the affirmative action was still a quota system. That it wasn't totally affirmative. We'll be affirmative until we get 2%, 1.2%, 3.1%, and then that will satisfy the conscience for affirmative action.
And that's the crazy thing about this whole affirmative action thing with that Asian group.
Right.
Was the African American percentage of Harlem is so minuscule that you letting in X amount of African Americans compared to everybody else, that's not stopping you from getting in.
No, not at all.
You go to Harvard, ain't a bunch of black people walking around there, and I got HBCU.
It's just like people that say their jobs are being threatened by immigrants.
Yeah, that's true.
Most majority people don't want the jobs that the immigrants are very willing to take and excel at. To take those skills into a business. They don't want those jobs.
They don't.
When people come to do landscaping work, the majority of those crews are not white people.
They're not.
Matter of fact, you can count them.
That's true.
Okay.
And somebody brought up in the comments, and it's true. A lot of Asians and all those benefited from the civil rights movement of African
Absolutely.
Americans.
Absolutely.
But that yet they want to assimilate into white culture
Well,
and
yeah.
think that they're accepted.
Yeah, well.
Until now you realize there's that line again.
But here's the thing. Some of the same people that I know, their mothers and fathers, their grandparents, Asians, were in prison camps in the United States. Yeah.
They're still alive.
Let's go to the phone. 866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. Kevin!
Hey, Kev.
Good morning.
How you
How you
doing?
doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good to hear from you.
Here.
Oh, gosh. Good to hear from you guys. I love the both of you.
How you been? Kev.
Go.
All I can say is great.
Wait a minute. You keep cutting out, Kevin.
All I want to say is grateful.
Great. You get to great and then it stops.
Can you hear me?
Now I can. Try again.
I said, this is what comes to my mind.
I think the call is merged.
Call. I
with
think
them up there.
you're merging with something else. Can you straighten this out for us, Crystal, or does she have to call back? Line 3 is crossing. Okay. Are you there, Kev?
I am.
All right. Good. There you
All
are.
right, there we go. All right.
This is what I want to say. Grateful, challenging, and faith.
Okay.
I thank God for you and Pastor Nick. I got a chance to meet Pastor Nick's wife, beautiful, beautiful woman.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not married, but I love linked couples. Thank you so much, Pastor Nick.
Sure thing.
Great.
The reason I say those 3 words, June 15th, my transmission went in my
Well, now we got line.
ministry where I can watch
We're crossing up again.
Bible study. I can watch, you guys on TV on Sunday. And let me tell you something. This young lady right here, I've been so upset about not being in the house. But I thank God for the virtual ministry.
Mm-hmm.
It has kept me. You hear me? It has kept me. And I've found ways to just be creative while home. Because I'm going to tell you, I've been without a car for a month.
Wow.
So I have not been to church. And so I've cried often because I couldn't be in the house. But my faith has been challenged. My faith is getting better. And just what you guys teach me, it's been the glue. You have no idea. So I get excited. I get my if it's communion, I get my little drink out, my little crackers out. And when you say put your money on the altar, I touch my TV where it's an altar for me.
Yeah.
So and my kids remind me that, Mom, God can meet you anywhere. He can meet you in your living room. And I thank God for you praying for my children when you kids, and just encouraging me about them and my relationship with them. And they've been a blessing to my life. And just, I love you guys so much.
God bless you, Gail. We love you too.
I haven't been in church for a month, but I'm working on getting a car. Thank God. I have a good car dealer. But this is a long time. I've never had a car. But the word works anywhere, and it matters where you go to church.
Yeah, it does. It does, Kev. It does.
So
We appreciate
I'm grateful for your life and the 33 years. I've only known you 4, but the both of you have made an impact on my life.
God bless you, daughter.
Tremendously.
God bless you.
When I tell you. So you're touching. See, for me, the word is not just getting to me, because I share the ministry with other people, and their lives are being changed because I'm sharing the word that you guys are giving.
God bless you. We appreciate it.
No matter what platform, no matter if it's Bible study or link couples, I send that stuff out, so it matters. We can't keep the word to ourselves.
That's true.
And so I'm so excited. I'm a little hurt because I can't be in the house, but I know when I get back, oh, Lord, please don't stand in my way, because I got to run. I can't sit still. I'm like, Lord, hold me when I run around the church now, Lord Jesus, because I'm so grateful, okay?
God bless you, daughter.
Really, really grateful.
God bless you.
Just really quick before I go, one of the reasons I run and I'm able to run like I can, because I don't know if I share with you and Pastor Nick, 25 years ago this year, I had brain surgery. I was paralyzed on the left side.
Wow.
So I had sarcoidosis that caused a brain tumor, but they wouldn't have found the tumor without the sarcoidosis, because there's no symptoms with the lung disease. The Bible says that all things work together for those who love the Lord and are called according to His purpose. Had not one affected the other, I would have never known.
Wow.
Yeah, 25 years ago, I was a skinhead. They call me hair off. Yeah. So I'm just grateful for a lot of things. I mean, I am fully, God has given me everything back. I was paralyzed, y'all. That's why when you see me running, that's one of the reasons I run. So to anybody who's listening, be encouraged. Tap into On Point. Tap into our ministry. Tap into on Wednesday. Bishop and the ministry and the worship and Pastor Nick, they have something for us. It'll change our lives. So whoever's listening, do not be discouraged. Please. I don't care what it is.
God bless you, Kay.
Just wanted to say thank you to the both of you. I
we
don't
appreciate
see
you.
But I said, I got to get on today. It's been a while.
We appreciate you, girl. And the car's coming.
Yeah.
Yes.
Car's coming.
Yeah.
You be
Thank
strong
you
now.
so much. Yes.
Talk to you soon.
Take care.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye. Kevin. Yeah. So, we want to invite everybody to join us tomorrow, 8 a.m. for our virtual service, 11 a.m. for our in-person worship service. You don't want to miss it. Great things have been going on. We no longer require COVID vaccinations to attend. We do mask. We do social distance as much as possible. We want to make sure that you avail yourself of two great opportunities every Wednesday night, and that is Bible study at noon on Wednesday and Bible study again at 7 p.m. People are coming to both. People are excited about both. We want you to get excited and come out and get that midweek boost that you need. The 30th of this month, we have two great events going on. Our 33rd pastoral anniversary is on the 30th, but also our homeowners event, where those people who are involved in the partnership we have with M&T Bank will come on that day and receive their pre-approval for a home mortgage. It's a home buyers event. It's not a home speculators event. Now, those of you who are getting involved in the process, and listen to me very closely, we have taken the time to instruct you as to what you needed to do. You cannot submit incomplete documents. The documents, part of the process, have to be complete. Let me say it again, have to be complete. You cannot buy a house with absolutely no money at all. There are grants for low income and medium income people, but you've got to have a little bit of money to come to this thing. Do this thing. You got to participate a little bit, okay? So what you got to do is make sure, number one, you complete all the documents, have them submitted by the 23rd of this month. Going to be real important that you do that. And then you'll be able to come. We've already had 3 people already approved. So we'll be able to celebrate them on the 30th. You want to be in that number that are getting approved and are being in position to buy a home.
It's done. The documents have to be done by tomorrow, right?
Documents have to be done by tomorrow, 23rd. All right? And then you can participate. If you're interested in receiving Bethany news updates, text BBC News to 28950. If you want to get devotional messages, text BBC Elevate to 28950. We'd love to pray with you. Send all your prayer requests to social at gotobethany.com. Now, we understand on the 30th, Prophet Amutang is coming. Jamal Bryan is coming. Jason Nelson is coming. Yep. We're looking forward to that. I got a text from another well-known singer, said he's coming either morning or at night just to be here. Good. So we're looking forward to a great time in the Lord on the 30th.
And we're sowing into Bishop's life.
Okay.
I know.
Okay. Yeah.
At least $100. If you could do more, do more. If you can't, do the best that you can. We're going to take out that offering on that day on the 30th.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
Well, it's time to go. For our technical staff, who's done an amazing job again, we apologize for any inconvenience when the lines crossed. That's the second or third time that's happened.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we need something new up there, if something needs to be tightened. Yeah. Don't forget, join us tomorrow at 11 a.m. or 8 a.m. on our virtual, 11 a.m. for our live service. Now, those of you that are coming to our Embrace class, that's our new members classes, during the week, I'm teaching Monday morning, Pastor Nick teaches. Now, we're live here at the church, Monday evening, Monday evening at 7. We're virtual Tuesday morning. Yep. And virtual on Saturday morning, is that right?
Yep.
Okay. You don't want to miss the Embrace curriculum. It will really bless your life. For Pastor Nicholas Smith.
Real quick. Jane Deere, your comment, we need you to call the church. Call me extension 317 or call Bishop extension 100. We'll get it taken care of, okay? I didn't want to respond through the computer.
All right. As always, remember, faith acts like a thing is so, even when it's not so that it might be so. With Pastor Nicholas Smith, I'm Bishop David G. Evans. And remember, this is On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America. We'll see you next time.